Hi guys, I'm here with Ed Tyman, who is the Operations Director and MLRO for Sowerbys, who are an 8-branch agency in Norfolk. Sunny Norfolk. Thanks for joining me, Ed. How are you?
No problem. Well, how are you?
Yeah, good, thank you. Although I'm not enjoying the horrible rain that we've got right now, I'm not going to lie.
No.
So Ed, you guys at Sowerbys have been working with us for over a year now, which seems to have flown by. But for you, as the MLRO of the business, why is the guaranteed compliance so important to you that we give you from Smart Compliance?
I mean, where do I start, really? I mean, the peace of mind for me is amazing. I cast my mind back to when we first spoke, and I think we're probably the same as many people in our sort of size. We've grown quite a lot over the years, and we're sort of that size where we need to be doing things properly, but we perhaps haven't got all the infrastructure available. And for me personally, just knowing every time I get home that that's been taken care of, the time savings, and just knowing that every box is ticked it's been honestly, it's been such a weight off my shoulders personally, and I know it has been for the team as well. So yeah, it's been incredible, really.
So what would you say is the biggest compliance headache you had before you came on board with us? What was the sort of single biggest headache that you had?
AML, just general AMLs. I think I was going around the offices and auditing what we were doing. We were doing things well, but when it was coming to some of the enhanced due diligence, some of the extra stuff that we know we all have to be doing, and just keeping up with it, and knowing that our policy is on point, our risk assessments are all on point. That has been the single most relieving thing for me. So now it's all taken care of. It's been great.
And for your team, sort of day-to-day, sort of at branch level, what do you think how their processes and how they work day-to-day has changed now that they're not having to sort of dig into it too much themselves?
Yeah, I think if I'm being honest, I think obviously changing to an outsourced product is a big step change, and I think we have to manage that. But now that everyone's no one likes change, do they? But once they've got through that period, I sat in the managers meeting the other day and I asked them, would we ever go back now? And it was just a universal no way, pretty much straight away from everyone.
Good.
And I think they've realised that once they master the process and get used to it, the time savings for them just to crack on and probably have better conversations with their clients. It's been really good. I know.
Yeah. So how confident do you feel as the MLRO now? If HMRC did come knocking, how confident do you feel now if an audit came your way?
A hell of a lot more confident than I did before, that's for sure. Well, to the point where I don't really think about it now, which
Good.
And I guess from my perspective, that's just that says it all, really. The fact of not really having to worry about it at all.
Yeah, and you guys are growing, so you've got much more important things that you need to sort of spend your time on, right? Rather than checking on the AMLs and things.
Yeah, absolutely. And like I say, knowing that as we do grow or new branches or stuff like that, then it just scales with us. That solution just scales with it. Yeah, it's nice.
So what would you say surprised you most about working with us? What was it that sort of surprised you about how we work, or the positives that we sort of brought to you guys?
The support you've given us has been great, and I have to say thank you to yourself for that, and the team. I can't remember a time when we've asked for something, no matter how ridiculous that request may not have been. I can't remember any time that you guys haven't accommodated us and haven't helped us or advised us. And that goes for the whole team. And I'm sure you guys have had plenty of calls from Sowerbys staff over the last year. So yeah, just the general level of support and willingness to help has been the most surprising thing that I've found.
Good. And what would you say, Ed, to another estate agent who was sort of on the fence about taking that step and using us? What would you say to them?
I would say have a good think about what you're currently doing, be honest with yourself about if those processes are good enough, and then sort of weigh up that risk reward. And I know change is, I say, no one wants to do it sometimes, but I think in today's age where things are so variable and time is such a precious resource for everybody, I would really urge people that are sitting on the fence to have a good look at it. And then if you do get to that point where you explore it further, be committed to it. Let it bed in. And I think once you get through that process, I think you'll be super happy on the other side that you did it.
Yeah, let the process sort of prove itself, right? And let it sort of bed into the teams.
Yeah.
Final question, Ed. If you had to sum up smart compliance in one word, what would it be?
That's a good question. Reassuring.
There you go. We'll take that all day long. All day long. Thanks so much for your time, Ed. Have a lovely rest of the day.
No problem. Thanks.